All right, I got a local feed going here. We'll save this one for documentational purposes. Let's get zoomed in here just a wee bit. Trying to zoom in both cameras. Whoops. Hit the wrong button there. All right, try to get a little bit better at center ice. All right, right on center ice now. Get my cameras adjusted. So I'm looking at the same thing. Good pans on both. Actually, oh. Didn't like the angle there, so changing tripod position here. Bear with me. Hope you took the Dramamine. All right, there we go. Get the little tilt going. Zoom out here. All right, coming to you live from between the blue lines. Frank, the announcer, puck's gonna drop. Maddie shovels it over. Liv picks it up. Goes along that far side wall. Puts the shot down on net, off the blocker. Up the near side wall. Comes back into center ice. Maddie battling for it. Kendall trying to get a stick on it. Pushes it into the zone. Cyclones retreated it a little bit. Coming out of the zone. Bush stole that one. Tipped it over towards Maddie, and Maddie brings it down low. Lost the handle of it. Got the lane offsides being called. Kendall steals that one. Brings it through the slot. Puck trickles in on net. Stoppage of play here at 14:32. Brownie at the dot along with Philly and Jess. Two that we missed in the evening game. All the way back to Josh, who tips it along the far side wall. Cyclones bring it back behind their net, come over the near side wall. Into center ice, Josh steals it, carries it up to the blue line. Shovels it down to the goal line, picked up by the Cyclones. They go high up off the glass. Jess stops it, gets it down towards Philly, but was unable to connect. Bouncing it off the wall and back into center ice. Demi lofts one over towards Philly. Philly's got the right side. trying to get the puck. Got her stick wrapped up around her noggin there. Puck coming back. Carmen's going to grab it at the blue line. Send it up to Jess. Jess tips it in. Chasing after it. Cyclones send it around the far side wall. Liv steps up, seals it. Trying to get it down towards Sizzle. Cyclones come back around the near side wall. Mango tried to tip that away. Almost had it. Cyclones on their first attempt crossing the blue line, I think. Puck goes back. Liv's going to grab it. Her pass gets deflected. Cyclones, as she blows a tire, goes up going back into the corner where Carmen grabs it. Shovels it over towards Liv. Liv's pass gets tipped as it was trying to get up towards Sizzle. Across the bow. Got to give props to Big E. She's in net. Cyclones drop it down. Liv picks it up, sends it around the wall, bounces it to Sizzle. Sizzle chips it out in the center ice. Liv trying to get a pass off, ends up picking the puck up, coming up by herself, keeping some separation. Turns around, hits Brookie. Brookie carries it down behind the goal line. Brookie looking for someone. Sends it over to Caden. Back up to Tater on the far side. Tater puts it across the crease. Cyclones stop it. Brookie comes in, grabs it at the bottom of the top of the circle. Tater, Alexa with it, backhand. Back up to Tater. Tater rifles one shot, ends up coming over the corner. Caden blows a tire right in front of the crease, causing some chaos. Puck comes all the way out and down. I got an arm up. I got the distance. I got a whistle. I got icing. $11:53 here to go in the first. Grabbing some petrol. Tater at the dot along with Caden and Brookie. Brookie grabs it, puts a shot just wide of the net. Cyclones back behind their own net, trying to go up the wall. Alexa seals it pretty good. Brookie steals it. Takes a forearm shiver to the noggin. Good pressure there by Caden. Puck gets reversed and comes back up to the far side. Bus grabs it, gets it back over towards Demi. Demi bounces it off the wall and sends it into the Cyclone zone. Good pressure there by Caden. Bus is at those new radials, goes over to the far side corner, picks the puck up, puts the stop sign out, blows past one, comes over the near side corner. Battling at the hash marks. Maddie comes in, puts some pressure. Kendall steals the puck, puts the girl into the wall, takes a shot too. Maddie, Kendall with it, puts it on net. Oh, just off a pipe. Boss delivers it back to Demi. Demi puts it down low. Tipped there by Maddie, goes just wide. Caden to Maddie, Kendall to Maddie. Maddie back up the near side wall. Sends it back to Demi. Demi walks it, puts it down. Tipped over to the far side. Kept in by Alexa. Carries it down low. Forwards are going for a line change. Bus is still out there, though. She got the new antifreeze. She's able to go last longer. Comes up the near side wall. Jocelyn steals it. Carries it back down to behind the goal line. Chips it away from one. Bus puts that stopper sign out and takes down one. Cyclones come away with it, though. Go up the far side. Carmen delivers it up towards Philly. Philly goes through four Cyclones. Out towards the center ice, grabbed up by the Cyclones. Not quite on the other side of the center ice, but Jocelyn sends it around to the hash marks. Cyclones grab it, try to put it back down low. Carmen sends it over to the near side here where Jess is going to grab it. Come up ice, bounce it off the wall. Puck at center. Philly trying to chip it in. Jess helping out. Philly with it. Breaks one set of ankles, goes over to the near side corner where Brownie picks it up. Brownie drops it to Philly. Philly bounces it off the wall to Josh, but taken away by the Cyclones. Their outlet. Carmen taps that one back away. Puck ends up going back behind Emily. Picked up by Jocelyn. Jocelyn trying to send it up the wall, but her Pocket gets picked. Jocelyn rifles that one all the way around. Coming right back to her. Back behind the net. Stopped by the Cyclones. Sizzle's going to pick it up. Look up ice. Trying to get a pass off towards Brownie, but tipped back to her. Coming through center. Goes through one. Oh, got the Malachi crunch there. Gia trying to carry it in the corner. Sizzle still helping out. Mangoes come slicing through. Had some sliced mangoes this morning. Actually, really good fruit. Liv trying to put a shot off. Goes off her shoulder. Picked up by Mango. She goes down to the bottom of the circle. Lost the handle of it. Ends up going back to Liv at the top of the circle. Carries it down into the corner. Trying to tip it around two players that had her pressed up against the wall. Comes all the way back up to Sizzle at the point. Sizzle knocks her right back down to Mango. Sizzle grabs it at the hash marks. Back to Mango. Trying to center it up. Alexa's going to grab it. Top of the slot. Get it from the backhand to the forehand. Lost the handle of it. Cyclones steal it away. Come up through center ice. Cross over the blue line. Liv steps up. Puts a stick on it. Puck ends up coming all the way out and down. No icing being called. Live puck. Pass goes up to the far side. Jocelyn's going to grab it, come around, get it towards Demi. Demi pushes it forward towards Rookie, but taken away by the Cyclones. Outlet pass to Caden, a bit off the mark. She blows a tire at center ice there. Got to watch out for those lines. They're tricky. Demi trying to put it down. Her shot gets tipped over to the near side hash marks. Back behind the goal line, Cyclones. Jocelyn steps up, kicks it down behind the goal line. Loose puck picked up by Caden. Caden swinging a miss, trying to get it centered up. Goes into the corner. Cyclones playing tennis behind the net, high up off the glass, just around Jocelyn. Picked up by Tater Dunty. Spins around. Sends it up the wall. Lost the handle of it. Josh trying to tap it back to her. Cyclones tip it into the Hawk zone. Brookie goes and chases after it. Centering pass comes all the way rink wide. Jocelyn's going to pick it up. Got a little bit of space. Forwards are going for a line change, so she's going to carry this one deep from the bottom of the circle. Kendall tips it into the slot. Puck comes all the way back and out. Maddie trying to get a pass off to Bus. Ends up going all the way back there for icing. Stopping the clock at 6:14. Got Maddie coming to the dot with Kendall and Bus. Puck goes up to the point. Kicked out by Kendall. Kendall's on the rush. Puts it in the back of the net. Hawks get on the board here at 6:05 in the first. Kendall getting that one. Got Brownie at the dot. Gets it over towards Jess. Jess bounces it off the wall. Brownie goes and picks it up. Carries it into the corner, dropping it for Jess. Jess battling for it. Back towards Brownie. Behind the net, centering pass. Tipped over to the far side wall. Liv grabs it. Sends it through the slot. Jess puts a tip. Goes off the blocker of the goalie. Carmen steps up, seals the wall. Trying to get the puck back down towards Jess, who's helping out. Cyclones come away with it. Bounce it off the wall. Kept in by Brownie. Sends it back down low. Philly centering it up. Jess with the shot. Off the far side blocker. Tipped back in on net. Goalie's on her back. Stoppage of play here at 5:21. Referees finally called no joy on that. Gia at the dot, along with Mango and Sizzle. Mango tipping that back around. Gia picks it up. Centering pass. Off the mark. Picked up by Alexa. Ends up coming back into center ice. Gathered up by Sizzle. Bounces it off the wall. Tipped it. Gia knocks it down to herself. Cyclones coming back out. Bouncing it off the wall. Cyclones pick it up, but unable to hold onto it. And once they hit the wall, Gia presses the girl up like Can Ham. Alexa steals that one from inside the slot there. Gathered by Sizzle, pushes it out of the zone. Gia swoops in, picks up the puck, carries it across the blue line. Had 3 Cyclones in front of her. Cyclones skating through. Brookie takes that loose puck, goes all the way over to the far side. Faked everybody out and left the puck there for Joss. Joss looking for Brookie. Brookie's got it all over wide open on this near side. Goes around one. Got held. Shot goes by Caden. I mean, I don't want to be ticky-tacky, but that was a hold when you see the jersey flying about 1.5 feet back behind her, but that's just me. Tater comes up to the dot. Caden to the left. Brookie to the right. Goes back to Brookie, top of the circle. She puts it down behind the net. Caden's going to come over here to put some pressure. Puck goes back over to the far side. Stopped by Joss. Joss walks it in from the... Wow! Howitzer there from the far side of the circle. Got Carmen and Jocelyn back on D. Tater knocks that one into the near side corner. Going to go chase after it. Got a little help there from Caden. Cyclones tip the puck up the near side wall. Jocelyn right back. Cyclones tip it into the zone. Tater Dumpty was over there, stopping it. Jocelyn's going to send it all the way around. Carmen pushed it forward just out of Brookie's reach, and that is icing. 3:25 here to go in the first. Maddie comes to the dot with Buss and Kendall. Kendall trying to grab that puck, just bounced over her stick. Cyclones retreat from point to point. Shot goes down. Emily kick saves it over the near side corner. Buss dropping down, trying to help out Liv. Ends up coming back towards Buss. Buss is going to carry it back behind the net, send it all the way around to the far side. Kendall's going to shove it out. I got an arm up. I got the distance. I got a whistle. I got icing. Mandy comes back to the dot again. Kendall kicks it to herself. Cyclones trying to keep it back in. They ended up sending it down deep. Liv's going to go back, grab it. Sends it hard up off the wall all the way up to the point where Buss battles at the blue line. Comes away with it. Trying to get a pass off towards Kendall, but gets stopped. Puck goes over to the goal line. Livs kicks that one. Through the slot. Alexa tips it back up to the point. Shot goes down low. Tipped. Emily kick saves that one. Rebound goes high up off the glass behind Emily. Alexa gets it. Tips it to Buss. Buss trying to tip it towards Kendall. Kendall gets dragged down and draws the penalty. Excuse me. Hawks on the power play at 2:06 in the first period. trying to add to the tally here. Oh, are we doing penalty shot? Or are we doing... Nope, no, not a penalty shot. Wasn't unabated. Brownie to the dot. Jess to the left, Philly to the right. Joss and Demi back on D. Cyclones grab the puck, send it up off the glass. Stopped there by Demi. Philly trying to center it up. Gets blocked over to the far side wall. Philly did not like that Cyclone interaction there. All the way over to the weak side for Jess. Jess takes the shot. Goalie reaches up the glove. Brownie did not like the extracurricular activity there. Brownie at the dot, wins it over towards Philly. Gets tipped over to the far side corner. Up to the hash marks. Joss stops that one. Gets it to Philly. Philly dicing through. Puts a shot on net. Goes to end up back behind the net. Coming up to this near side. Demi keeps it in. Centering pass. Actually tipped on goal. Goalie reaches down, stops it. We got 52 seconds left on this power play. Loose puck, grabbed by Jess, back to Demi. Demi over to Joss. Joss takes the shot, gets tipped just above the net. Kept in at the hash marks, back to Demi. Demi puts it down low, tipped by Brownie. Oh, another tip, centering pass by Jess. Comes up the near side boards. Demi stops it. Trying to put it down low, gathered up by Jess. Jess turns around at the hash marks. Drops it for Demi at the top of the circle. Demi walks it in, takes the shot, goes just wide. Picked up by Joss at the far side hash marks. Carrying it down low, looking for somebody. Drops it for Jess, who's going to cycle back behind the net. Try to hit Philly on that far side, but Philly ends up grabbing the puck off the wall. Goes through the slot, puts a shot on net, blocker save. Goalie reaches down, covers it up. 3 seconds left on the power play here. Got to get my legs stretched out. Standing in one place is not most ideal. Gia comes to the dot. Got Sizzle and Mango. Gia wins it over to Mango. Mango drops it back to Carmen. Carmen sends it just past Mango, but Sizzle's going to pick it up behind the net. Back to 5-on-5. Sizzle goes through the legs of Mango. Mango puts it back down behind the net. Gia's chasing after it. Comes up the far side wall. Kept in by Liv. It just misses Gia. Sizzle tips it around. Tripped up, no call. Mango battling in the corner. Puck comes back just past Carmen, but Liv's there to stop it and shove it down the wall. Mango picks it up at the hash mark, centering it up towards Sizzle. End of your first period. Looks like my feed went down. Feeds went down. Recording local, I'll post it up. Huh? Well, I had this one connected to the Wi-Fi and love technology. All right, looks like my sideline HD feed went down. Trying to get the app rebooted and back up again. Puck drops at the center ice. Gathered up by Sizzle. Comes up the near side board. Drops it for Mango. Mango top of the circle. Shot goes just a bit wide. Gia stops it at the hash marks. Mango keeps it in. Sends it down low. Sizzle tips it. Cyclones grab it. Comes up the near side wall. Liv's centering pass gets broken up by the Cyclones. They stood it back behind the net. Sizzle tips it back towards Carmen. Carmen sends it up in the zone. Comes back. Liv's going to grab it at the blue line. Lofts one over here to Sizzle on the near side wall. Sizzle carries it down low. Gets it over towards Brookie. Brookie ends up gathering it back. Tapped back in down low by Demi. Cyclones back behind their goal line. Cyclones on the rush. Tater taps it off the wall. Liv trying to stop it. Picked up by Demi. Loose puck. Grabbed by Demi. Gets it over towards Caden. Caden carries it across the blue line. Centering pass broken up. Kicks it back. Tipped back up towards Demi. Demi puts it across the crease. Off that far side. Demi comes back. Grabs the puck. Bounces it off the wall. Tater swing and a miss there. Puck bouncing all around. Back behind the net. Tater trying to push it up against the wall. Off the goalie's pads and through the slot. Picked up by the Cyclones. Comes up near side wall. Shot goes across the bow and all the way around to the far side point. Kept in at the blue line. Stopped there by Alexa. Alexa gathers it. Going to skate through a couple of players. Gets across center ice. Dumps it in down low. Picked back up by the Cyclones. Bouncing it off the wall. Joss keeps it in. Goes through some legs. Kendall lost her twig. Back to Maddie. Kendall takes a shot. Gets bounced right back to her into the corner. Maddie taps it down low. Comes up the far side. Tapped in by Maddie. Penalty coming up. Kendall goes to the sin bin. I'm trying to get connected to the Wi-Fi on my other device here. We got Brownie coming to the dot. Carmen, Joss, and Jess. Top of the circle, top of the slot. Emily glove saves that one. Kicks it over to the far side wall. Brownie shoves it up the wall. Kept in by the point. Back down low. Carmen gets it. Sends it off the referee. From the bottom of the circle over towards Emily. Reaches down. Covers it up with her glove. The building is going to provide Wi-Fi. Let me stay on it the whole time. Maddie comes to the dot. Goes over to the far side wall. Carmen battling for it. Blows a tire. Ends up going to the far side corner. Cyclones going around the net. Back up to the point. Over to the far side for the shot. Swings and misses. Emily uses her stick to block it away. Loose puck. Bottom of the circle picked up by the Cyclones. They drop it back behind the net. Goes over to the far side corner. Josh trying to get space. Kicks it to herself. Burying it along the far side. Down the bottom of the circle. Tipped back behind Emily. Comes back up to the point. Shot goes across. Emily glove saves it. Covers it up. Alexa sends it all the way around. Picked up by the point. Cyclones top of the circle with it. Drop it back up to the point. 8 seconds left. Shot goes high, and Emily catches that one. Gio wins that one back to Liv. Liv sends it around to the near side. Loose puck, top of the slot. Puck ends up coming up the near side. Back to 5-on-5. Gio with the puck. Alexa, top of the slot, tipped by Kendall. In the far side corner, Alexa was battling for it. Cyclones come away with it. Helped out, or stopped again there by Alexa. Picked up by Mango. Just past Alexa. Good tip there by Mango, or Sizzle. Mango back behind the net. Cyclones get it. Sends it high up off the glass. Takes a funky bounce. Picked back up by Sizzle. Sizzle goes around one. Dusting it off around a couple more. Drops it back for Alexa. Alexa puts a shot. Gets tipped high and goes into a near side corner. Liv steps up. Gets it over to Brookie. Caton coming back on the ice. Picks up the puck. Dropped it for Tater. Tater trying to put a shot off. Goes down into the backside wall. Tater battling for it. Caden trying to help out. Shovels it around. Looking for somebody. Hits Alexa. Alexa puts a shot on net. Goalie stops it. Goalie's keeping them in this game. Got to shoot it a little bit higher on her. Tater Dumpty at the dot. Pushing it forward was Caden. Cyclones get it. Stopped there by Tater at the wall. Drops it back behind the goal line. Comes over the near side corner. Stopped by Joss. Up towards the top of the circle and comes out of it in the center ice. Cyclones make one move, go over to the far side. Tater and Demi on top of her. Back behind the net. All the way around to this near side. Joss is going to go grab it. Up along the far side. Tipped away by Brookie. Brookie's got Caden. Brookie walks in. Gets it over to Caden. Ends up going through her feet and over to the near side wall. Brookie tips it back down to Caden. Caden puts it towards center ice. Shot on net. Caden trying to get the rebound shot. Ends up getting shoved into the backside of the net. Puck goes over towards Carmen. Carmen sends it back down hard towards Kendall. The shot by Maddie gets tipped away. Liv tips it into the corner. Grabbed at the hash marks. Bounces it up towards the top of the circle. Liv grabs it back at center ice. Retreats a little bit. Goes off a couple of players. Regroups and gathers it again. Sends it up to the blue line. Outlet pass goes over to the far side. Picked up by Kendall, who ended up tipping it in. Gathered up by Cyclones. Puck goes down deep, picked up by Carmen. Back behind the net. Liv's going to step up, tipping it around. Back up to the point for Cyclones. They put a shot, goes off of her own teammate. Kicked up by Liv to Bus. Bus carries it up with those new radials. Centering pass, picked up by Maddie. Maddie's going to carry it over to the far side circle. Back behind the net. Bus trying to plow through. Loose puck. Maddie had a shot. Gets dropped. Back up to the bottom of the circle. Liv steps up, puts her pass down to Kendall. Bus was tied up. Loose puck in the slot. Ends up going over to the far side. Bus putting some pressure. Kendall lost the handle of it. Bus trying to poke away at it. Goes off a couple of boots. Over towards Carmen. Carmen carries it over to the near side. Her pass back towards Liv. Gets taken away by the Cyclones. Liv battling for it. Leaves it at the blue line. Jess swoops in. Brownie puts it off the far side wall. Gathered up at center ice by Philly for a second there. Liv's going to go back to the far side hash. Sends it off the wall. Brownie's going to grab it. Sends it up to the blue line. Jess tips it in. Goes down far side corner. Comes up the wall. Tipped off the referee. Philly circles around. Kicks it to the center. In the slot. Dribbles in on goal and ends up getting stopped there. Far side face-off. Comes back towards Philly. Tapped away by the Cyclones. Philly's shot goes across the bow and over to the near side wall. Alexa steps up. Brownie knocks it back down low. Cyclones trying to bounce it around Alexa. Finally get a handle of it. But Alexa picks it back up. Top of the circle. Put the shot down on net. Goalie was able to block that one. Reach down, cover it up with her glove. 5:20 to go here in the second. Hawks only up by 1. Not by shot attempts. I think we're at about a 3-1 here. Possession time is definitely an advantage for the Hawks. Brownie wins this one over the near side wall. Philly lets Alexa tip it down into the corner. Ends up coming back to Alexa. Just around her now as the Cyclones come rushing out. Push back into the slot, back down low. Tip couldn't get connected. Philly grabs that one, hands it off to Brownie. Brownie goes rink wide, carries it or goes over towards Jess. Jess dances around one, puts it on net, ends up getting bounced back. Brownie with the tip, just wide. Cyclones coming back up. Alexa just out of her reach. Mango swooping in, picks up the puck, carries it back over to the far side. Tipped by the Cyclones, back into their own zone. Philly trying to get there, tipped away at the last second by the Cyclones. Mango drops it back into the corner. Cyclones send it all the way around. Sizzle drops it back behind the goal. Mango and Gia trying to battle for it. Comes up, top of the far side dot. Cyclones send this one all the way out. I got a referee's arm up. I got the distance and I got a whistle. That means icing. Excuse me. Gia at the dot. Carmen's able to stop this one before it hits center ice. Sends it back into the Cyclone zone. Cyclones pick up the loose puck behind the net. Swatted away there by Sizzle. Penalty coming up. I think Gia is going to be going to the sin bin. Referee has a penalty, but not sure who he's calling it on. Nobody's going to volunteer. Referee's just going to pick Gia. Kind of hard to call a penalty on somebody that you don't even know who the penalty's on. That's just my thought, but rookie comes out. Mango coming off. Tater coming on to the dot. Got Tater wins it over the near side wall. Joss picks it up. Carries it back to the behind the net. Blows a tire. Up to the point for the Cyclones. Back down low. Centering pass. Broken up. Rookie swing and a miss there. Tater tips that one up. Joss takes it off the leg. Tater with it up the near side wall. Carries it all the way into the Cyclone zone. Gathered up by the Cyclones. Come back up. That wasn't a trip. Okay. Joss keeps it out of the zone. Whoa! Tater goes in hard. Loose puck goes over to the far side corner. Emily stops it, gets it over to Carmen. Cyclones going for a line change. Carmen sends it all the way down. Hawks get fresh set of 4 out there. Tipped up in the air. Kendall was trying to play some softball there. Like her sister is out at Colgate right now, or Michigan, wherever Big Mike is. Alexa sends it out of the zone into center ice. Chased down by Maddie. Wild puck comes over to the near side. Crosses the blue line. Puck ends up coming out of the zone. Dumped in down low. Cyclones got a tag up. Didn't quite do it. Getting called for offsides. 2:09 left here in the second. Back to 5-on-5. Maddie at the dot. With Bus and Kendall. Kendall slices through. Carries it along the far side wall. Drops it back. Picked up by the Cyclones. Maddie kept it in. Carmen trying to battle for it. Comes back down to Kendall. Loose puck coming back. Liv's going to come back, pick it up. Looks up ice. Sends it off the wall towards Bus. Bus tried to tap it through, but Maddie picks up the loose puck. Goes to the near side circle and takes a shot. Goes off, I think, the goalie's stick or helmet and back into the protective netting behind her. Gia coming to the dot. Fresh legs after serving that time. Got Mango and Sizzle. Alexa and Demi and Big Emily in net. Back to Alexa. Her shot goes off a shin pad. Cyclones on a rush. Takes the shot. Emily blocks the first one. It's in the back of the net. Wait, I'm going to wait. Not putting anything on a board. No goal. No goal, but I think we got a penalty coming up. Penalty on Mango. Oh no, penalties on Emily. Mango's just going to serve it. No goal. Gio wins it over towards Liv. Swing and a miss. Back in on Emily. Reaches down, covers it up, stops the clock at 1:20 to go. Got Gia, Sizzle, Liv, and Jocelyn. Gia wins it over to the near side. Liv kicks it out of the zone. Cyclones come back, grab it from the far side. Dot. Stop in front of their goal, or behind their goalie, sends it off the glass. Outlet broken up there by Gia. Gia trying to drop it back down. Cyclones stop it. Gia battling on that far side wall. Picked up by the Cyclones. They come over here to the rink wide. Liv taps it. Kicks it out of the zone. Pushing it forward to the blue line. Tater separates the player from the puck. Jocelyn sends this one down hard. We got 32 left in the period. Over to the corner. Tater battling for it. Can't get it away from the Cyclones as they come up through center ice. Tipped away by Brookie. Dropped in down deep. We got 17 seconds left. Liv pushing it forward to Tater. Lost the handle of it as she went through 3 Cyclones. That's got to be crazy, going through 3 Cyclones. Jocelyn carrying it around to the near side, and that's the horn. That's the end of your second period. We'll be back after an ice cut.
Waiting for this woman's batteries to run out.
All right, Zamboni is done cleaning the sheet. Girls are at the door waiting to come out. Referees are putting the nets out. Get a little bit of a stretch here. Everybody making it back to the stands.
It's funny how everybody's got the same opinion.
All right, Zamboni doors closed. Girls are making their way back out to the ice. Fresh sheet for the last 15 minutes. We still got 4 seconds left on the penalty kill. Sorry about the technical difficulties there in the second period. But I do have a broadcast going out for right now. See how this proceeds. Girls getting the stretch, getting some last minute instructions from the coaches. All right. Getting set for this last 15 minutes here. Referees do their last minute check. Hopefully they got their eyes checked, put their glasses on. Hawks break their huddle. Emily's still jamming out on that player's bench. Mango's got 4 seconds left in the box for serving the penalty for Emily. Maddie comes to the dot. Kendall comes away with the puck, goes through the middle, trying to get a shot off, gets tipped. Cyclones up the near side wall, back to 5-on-5. Cyclones up that far side, tapped away by Liv, gathered up by Kendall, pushing it over to the blue line. Lost the handle of it there. Alexa's going to come back to the blue line, pick it up. Goes around one, has a little bit of space, carries it across the blue line, dropped it, or lost it in a puddle of water. Liv gets it, sends it off a couple players, comes over to the near side wall. Alexa battling for it. Bus trying to, those rain tires trying to get through some of that water. Liv shovels it up towards Bus. Bus passes it up, just missed Philly, but carries it into the Cyclone zone. Philly trying to grab it through some of those puddles. Puck comes back to Demi. Demi over to Josh. Josh goes up that far side wall, just out of Philly's reach. No icing being called. Goes all the way down. Stopped by Brownie. Up the near side hash marks. Demi steps up, sends it back down. Philly's chasing after it. Wild puck. Jocelyn taps it over to the near side wall off of Brownie's stick. Jess battling. Comes back. Jocelyn threads the needle, tips over towards Philly. Josh with the puck again. Going to try this again. Comes back to Demi. Josh keeps it up along that far side wall. Back to Demi, who sends it up to Jess on this near side wall. Carries it down to the hash marks. Puts the girl into the corner. Brownie trying to help out. Up to Demi. Demi takes the shot. Goes right into the midsection of a defender. Carmen grabs it, sends it over to the near side wall. Demi picks it up. Demi carries it across the blue line. Jess is going to go help out. Comes back up towards Brownie. Jess has it. Gets it over to Carmen. Carmen threads the needle off of Sizzle's stick. Kept in the zone there by Brownie. Loose puck in the center ice picked up by Carmen. Shovels it back to the blue line. Sizzle chasing after it. Up the near side wall. Mangos blocks the pass. Centering it up. Gia trying to get a shot off, but gets deflected. Liv on the far side wall, kicks it up. Gia trying to grab that bouncing puck. On the breakout. Emily blocks it. Gia puts it up the wall, chasing after it. Cyclones grab it. Kick it out. Kept at the blue line there by Sizzle. Demi comes in, gets it right back to Gia. Gia from the blue line trying to dump it down low, goes off a boot and back behind the goal line. Cyclones go around their goal. End up tipping it in down low. Brookie helping out. Emily grabs this puck. Stops the clock here at 11:31. Tater at the dot. Bounces it over towards Demi. Demi sends it up the wall towards Caden. Picked up by Tater. Tater lost the handle of it along that far side wall. Bounces it off into the Cyclone zone. Caden battling for it. Picked up behind the net by the Cyclones. Couldn't get the outlet. Tater grabs it, goes into the corner. Brookie trying to help out. Tater finally sees the puck. Skates after it again. Got twisted and tied up. Still battling in the corner with Tater and Brookie. Brookie shoves it back behind the net. Chases after it. Picks it up. Drops it back towards Caden. Caden puts it down low. Off a Tater stick. Back behind the net. Over the far side hash mark. Kept in by Alexa. Bouncing it off the wall. Solden by the Cyclones. They leave the puck behind. Caden chasing after it. Putting some pressure. Goes back behind the net. Up to the far side. Taken away there by Alexa. Cyclones pick the puck back up. Caden with a good poke check. High up off the glass, all the way down. I got a referee's arm up. I got icing. Coming back. Maddie at the dot, along with Kendall and Bus. Kicked back behind the goal line. Bus chasing after it. Grabs it. Smothered by some Cyclones. Cyclones stop at the dot, far side dot. Jocelyn was going to go light the girl up, but lost the handle of the puck. Cyclones on the rush. Good stick there by Carmen. Kendall puts the girl into the boards. Loose puck shoveled back behind Emily. Picked up by Carmen. Offsetting penalties, still 5-on-5. Brownie wins it over towards Liv. Liv sends it all the way around towards Philly. Picked up by the Cyclones. Gets you on frame. Gathered by Brownie, carries it down low. Puts it off the near side post. Picks the puck back up. Liv kicks it back into the zone. Liv sends it back in. Philly going to chase after it. Puck comes up. Alexa keeps it down low. Philly trying to pick the puck up. Comes off of her stick, puts it down on the far side of the net. Liv tips that one into center ice. Alexa's going to grab it. Bouncing it off the wall. Back down behind the net. Up off the glass and over the near side. Alexa picks it up, walks it in. Tries to get a shot, but gets tipped back behind the net. Bouncing around. Emily blocks it. Blocks the kick save also. Stops it. Brownie's going to get called for a penalty on that one. Mango comes to the dot. Wins it back to the corner. Jost grabs it. Cyclones come away with it. Push it up towards their point. Shot goes down. Gets tipped in front of Emily. Kick saves it over to the far side wall. High up off the glass by Jost and all the way down. Picked up back behind the net. Stopped by Mango. Mango battling. Oh, she had it at the far or near side dot. Push forward. Josh grabs it, bounces it right back out. Cyclones at the blue line. Referee's in the way. Cyclones can't get it very far into the Hawk zone. Outlet to Sizzle at center ice. She's battling for it. Ends up kicking it down low. Maddie's chasing after it. Sizzle. Sizzle back in the behind the net, killing off some time. We got 30 seconds left on the penalty kill. Gia kick saves that one. In the corner. Shot by Gia goes off the twig of the goalie, back behind her. Gia battling for it. Maddie comes in to help out. Picked up by Demi. Stops, pulls up, drops it in down low. Puck comes up the near side. Back to 5-on-5. Brownie's done serving her time. Maddie chasing after it. Goes into the corner. Maddie's going to go to the sin bin. Nope. Cyclones back to the sin bin. Hawks come up on the power play. Tater, Caden, Liv, Brookie, Alexa. Pouncing puck over to Liv. Liv bounces it back to Caden. Caden carries it down low, gets it over to Tater. Tater sends it back up the wall towards Liv. Liv carries it down. Tater comes in, helping out. Comes up towards Caden, who tips it back down. Liv can carry it down to the goal line, centers it up. Alexa grabs it on the backhand, puts it down low. Tater picks up the loose puck. Gets it to Liv at the blue line. Liv puts it down. Caden with the tip. Puck ends up coming back into the Hawk zone. Gathered up by Tater. Gets it over to Alexa. Alexa looks up. Goes off the boot of Tater. Alexa regroups again. Sends it over this way. Liv taps it up to Tater. Tater drops it. Drops it back to Kendall. Caden. Caden takes the shot. Gets tipped. Goes over to the far side corner. Rookie carries it all the way back towards Alexa. Loses the handle of it. Comes back into center ice. Offsides being called. New set of legs coming out for the power play. We got 22 seconds left. Kendall at the dot trying to push it forward. Bus grabs the puck. Kendall comes away with it, puts a shot off of a shin pad. Cyclones send it up to the far side wall. Jocelyn with the puck, stops, changes direction. Carries it up. Back behind the net. Back to 5-on-5. Jocelyn drops it for Demi. Demi puts it through. Taken away by the Cyclones in front of their goalie. Gathered up by Bus for a second there. Comes back through the middle. Kept in by Josh. Josh drops it back down. Kendall's going to come back in the corner, pick it up. Looking for someone. Sends it over towards Demi. Demi takes a shot, gets tipped. Loose puck. Point blank shot there by Maddie. Goalie was more in a self-protection mode. Demi and Josh stay out. Brownie comes in. Jess and Philly. Loose puck. Philly chasing after it. Brownie trying to poke it away. Philly comes away with it. Bottom of the circle. Takes a point blank shot. Tipped up high in the air. Goalie reaches down. Covers it up. Stops the clock at 4:07. This goalie covers quite a bit of the net when she's in there. Very difficult to get it around her. Cyclones win it back. Brownie Jess with it. In the corner. Centering pass broken up by the Cyclones. Come up the near side wall. Stopped and pulled up. Philly comes in, grabs the puck. Goes through the slot, shovels it over towards Jess. Trying to take a shot. Goes back behind the net. Oh, excuse me. Brownie battling behind the net. Jess coming in to help out. Puck goes over to the far side corner. Pass through the slot, broken up there by the Cyclones. Put it in the center ice. Josh grabs it. Serves it up to the Cyclones, just inside their zone. Demi's going to tip it in. Cyclones come up the near side wall. Goes through the slot, kicked away there by Josh. Goes back in on Emily, and she drops down, covers it up. Gio wins this one over the near side wall. Carmen sends it up just out of Mango's reach. Goes through the slot. Coming up the near side wall. Tapped out by Gio. Sizzle's going to pick it up. Go towards the slot. End up going to the far side dot. Shot gets tipped. Carries it back behind the net. Mango comes away with it. Looking for someone, puts up a shot, goes off a shin pad, down low. Tipped up to the top of the circle on the near side. Cleared out by the Cyclones. Carmen grabs it, goes over to the far side, shovels it in down deep. Picked up in the corner. Sizzle battling for it. Came away with it for a split second. Carmen gets it over towards Mango. Tater with it. Takes a shot, goes off a shin pad. Back up to Liv. Liv puts it in on net, tipped over towards Tater, who puts a shot on net. Goalie catches it in the glove. 2:03 here to go. Tater's at the dot. Caden comes away with it, gets it back up to Alexa. Alexa trying to thread the needle towards Brookie. Brookie with the puck, cycling it around. Goalie catches that one off of the shoulder pad and into her glove. Tater comes back to the dot with Caden and Brookie. Brookie picks up the puck, trying to get a shot off, goes off a couple of sticks. Gathered up in the corner, takes a funky bounce, went up a little high. Caden with the puck, gets separated from the puck. Tater in the near side, sends it back into the corner. Caden trying to help out, comes up the near side boards. Outlet pass gets broken up, goes over towards Alexa on the far side. She's going to kick it up to the blue line. Cyclones stop it, but Caden picks it up, hands it off. Picked up forward. Alexa blocks with the tip. Emily with the big save. Puck comes over to the near side corner. Demi trying to carry it through, but stopped by the Cyclones. I got an arm up. I got icing. Beautiful save there by Emily. Alexa with the dive. .55 to go here. Timeout, Cyclones. Coach Brownie's happy he finally got a call going his way. Didn't allow Cyclones to take a timeout there. Maddie at the dot, puck's loose. Picked up by Jess. Jess bounces it off the boards. Going heading towards the empty net. Jess is going to put it, just on the far near side of the net. Good pressure. Back behind the net. Cyclones keep it out of their goal. Cyclones, even with the sixth man, can't get it out of the corner. Coming up the near side wall, up to the blue line. Tipped back down low. Just tapped it. Goalie's got to make her way back onto the ice as it is a advantage Hawks. Brownie at the dot, pushing it forward. Keeps it in the Cyclone zone. Battling forward at the near side hash mark. Sizzle's going to try to bury it. Billy trying to come away with it. Got Alexa and Liv coming back on D. Alexa swats it away. Comes back. Liv with the stick. Emily with the poke save. Goes over to the far side wall. Brownie tips it high up into the air. Back into the Cyclone zone. And that's the end of your game. Hawks coming out victorious. 1-0. Will advance tonight to the quarterfinals. Hopefully at a different rink where I have better reception. Frank the announcer signing off from between the blue lines here in West Dundee. Coming back tonight